Hello there, hola, and welcome back to Benidorm and Beyond, my original Benidorm channel since 2020. Brought to you by me, an English woman who's lived right here in this resort for well over 20 years. Today's vlog takes you for a walk down Avenida de Mallorca, or the square, in the new town area by day, starting towards the top end just across from Buddy's Bar on Calle Ibiza, and then all the way down to the leafy avenue of the Avenida del Mediterraneo, just one street away from the gorgeous Levante beachfront. We started by passing the day-night bar, which offers food and drinks to eat in or take away from its street-side kiosk, as well as showing all the live sports matches, and with plenty of offers and deals advertised on its myriad of blackboards and neon signs that can be found in every corner. Moving on, we then walk by two fenced and walled off areas, with these abandoned buildings having been due to become Planet Pop and a brand new Coyote Ugly bar franchise respectively, but sadly neither materialised in this spot, although Planet Pop did open up just around the corner along from Cafe Benidorm, although it failed to make much of an impact on the Benidorm nightlife scene and closed with only a few months of opening. Now remaining somewhat of an eyesore, at least the 3-star Superior Hotel Orange, which is part of the popular Servi Group chain, brightens up this otherwise sorry part of the strip. And with its great location, many facilities, new flashy facade, and its Asian-inspired sanctuary bar underneath, it's a perfect choice for those wanting to chill out in the daytime around the pool and then party all night out on the town later on, with only a hop, skip and a jump home, and with no bother of having to wait for a taxi or the awkward reality of trying to find your way home, having forgotten what area you're staying in, as often seems to happen after a drink or 5. Offering 264 rooms over its 11 floors, the Hotel Orange is currently ranked 35th out of the 173 hotels listed in Benidorm on TripAdvisor, with a rating of 4.5 out of 5, putting it in the excellent category based on over 1,300 reviews. The whole strip of Avenida de Mallorca was completely ripped up during the global pandemic, with its millions of coloured tiles and iconic circular seats around the palm trees having been completely demolished. And although the palms were replanted back and the project was totally necessary due to important infrastructure works, some say that it's just not the same now, and that its multicoloured pavement, which looks dirty and dull so quickly, is no match for the original design that it has sported for many years, no matter how tacky you might consider that to have been, as after all, if nothing else, people tend either to love or hate the square in equal measure and vehemency, and it really is a bit of a Marmite thing. Carrying on, we pass the funky Camden Town bar with its alfresco terraces to enjoy a drink and some music on, as well as its vibrant and unusual design features which make it stand out from the crowd. We then come to Calle Lepanto, which we cross, where we reach the most famous, or infamous, part of the square. Known as Zona Giri by the Spanish, which roughly translates as the foreigner zone, although the term isn't particularly one of endearment, we then see the two nightclubs of Cafe Benidorm, or Cafe B, and Champion Sports Bar and Disco directly opposite each other on the corners, with Cafe B in particular surely needing no introduction to any Benidorm regulars, offering nightly cabaret acts followed by a cheesy disco into the early morning, and of course one of the longest happy hours in town. Walking by some fast food kiosks, which for obvious reasons are only open much later on in the day, and then the Hippodrome Club, to our right we then pass the very recently renovated nightclub of Bahamas, which, with its bright orange and mirrored signage and smart new terrace furniture, is almost unrecognisable from its rather dated former self, after a full refit and rebrand, and about time too. Next door, in the style of the departed singer Prince, we see the club formerly known as Beachcomber, which is currently being renovated itself, and which now sports an exterior of exotic blues and turquoises, as well as a giant robotic lion's head. And with the glass entrance doors, which have only recently been installed, also sporting lion motifs, I imagine that this venue will have a completely different image and vibe, and maybe even a new moniker too, when it finally reopens. As we approach the next crossing, to our left we see the long deserted mini golf course with its faded tatty awnings hanging down covered in graffiti, and it really is a shame and a wonder that this location hasn't been sold and done up to make way for a brand new bar, especially considering that the railway bar opposite has done just that, taking over the spot that Lucky Games used to inhabit only 11 months ago, and becoming a real success story in such a short time, offering live sports, club music, go-go dancers, and a fantastic modern train-themed venue, along with a mechanical bull to ride and fall off, and lots of drinks deals to choose from. If you'd like to support my channel and future vlogs by making a small donation, you can now buy me a coffee, or even 2 or 3. Just click on the down arrow next to the vlog title, which brings you to the description of this video. Then follow the link provided at the bottom. It's really that simple. Thank you so much. Crossing Calle Girona, or the Strip, we now reach the final section of the square, which during the renovation of this area back in 2021 saw this last part of the street completely pedestrianised, making it safer and easier to walk through, which is a bonus for local residents too, as this long avenue is often used as a handy shortcut to get from the top of the resort down to the bottom. Continuing our stroll, after passing by the Zodiac Cabaret Bar, we then see the Broadway Nightclub, which is due to reopen any day now after its major refit and revamp, as some of you may have seen on my recent Building Works update vlog. Boasting a new look terrace and clean white and silver terrace furniture, I'm sure it will do well as it always has done before. And with Chaplin's Bar opposite offering adult shows and live music acts, with giant Charlie Chaplins outside looking over you on the street, there's certainly always something on in Benidorm to keep everyone entertained. Finally, we pass a duo of mini-marts along with the Cool Edge Bar, and this brings us down to the Silver City on the corner, which has a pool table and some great deals on drinks including cocktails, and also to the end of today's vlog. I hope that you've enjoyed this info-packed and sunny daytime stroll through the square with me, and if you have, please check out some of my many other videos which cover a huge variety of different subjects, including reviews on hotels, cafes, bars and new businesses, as well as lots of news bulletins and updates on things that are happening around the resort. I'll see you out and about on Benidorm streets next time, and thanks so much for watching as always. Bye for now, hasta luego, and catch you again soon. Cheers!